Good morning and welcome to the 5 Minute Crochet Podcast. I'm Ellen Gormley. Welcome back. It is Tuesday and I'm at the point where I use you, dear friends, to remind me what day it is because I have a hard time remembering what day it is sometimes. And now that I get to greet you every morning, I can remind you and myself. So I do have with me today my little stitchery project from college back in the day when I was a art and psychology double major. And I mentioned to you that I had a fabric design class. I've mentioned that to you several times. Remember one of the early 5 Minute podcasts, I talked about Dr. Bolin and how she would match her clothes to the lecture for the day. So fascinating. And one of the projects that she had us do was a stitchery. So that was about the time that I was getting back into crochet after learning it as a child and then putting it aside for a few years and then picking it back up again pretty much in grad school. Hi, Brian. Good morning, Linda. So the stitchery, though, brought back memories of like embroidery when I was a kid. So, either counted cross stitch or as a young Catholic Girl Scout, we would do embroidery on the baptismal cloths for the babies and the people who were baptized in our church, and we would embellish those with embroidery. Anyway, so I used to embroider as a kid, but were service volunteer hours for that. Good morning, good morning. So anyway, so when Dr. Bolin asked us to do a stitchery, it was all mostly like embroidery floss, and I don't recall yarn being offered to us, but she had a structure for us. Anyway, here's my stitchery. I'm going to show you now. Now it is tiny, so it's maybe 4 inches by 5 inches, but this sucker took me like 40 hours to do easily. Anyway, okay, don't laugh. Okay, kindness only. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all, right? Okay, so here it is. So here's the framed piece, and here's the piece. So this is my stitchery. So green and blue and orange and beige, and so the assignment was to use, I think, 5 different embroidery type stitches within one piece. So there's like satin stitches and French knots and like a running stitch, and I don't even know what else. I don't even remember. A lot of French knots, a lot of satin stitch. Anyway, here it is. Here's the closest look I can give you, I think. So that's it. That's my stitchery from college. And so there were probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 projects that we did. Oh, probably maybe more than that, maybe 8 projects in the semester. And that was one of them. And she had a really awesome way of rotating the projects. Yeah, I learned some new things. Absolutely. She had a really awesome way of rotating the projects. So at the end of the semester, all the classes that had that class would vote on what their favorite project was out of the semester and what their least favorite project was out of the semester. And the least favorite project always got dropped. And then she would add a new project in for the next semester. So her curriculum was always changing by at least one project, and the curriculum got better and better every semester, theoretically. Or there's just one awful project every semester. I wish I could do this with my book. I wish, when I would write crochet books, I wish that I could be like, okay, I'm going to pull out my least favorite project, and but it doesn't always work that way, that you have to fill space. So I didn't really have an extra project oftentimes to be able to drop like the weakest one, or the one that I felt like didn't represent or didn't go with or didn't reach my own expectations or whatever. Of course, every single one, well, just pretty much every single one of the projects I'd like to redo. I'd like another shot at them, but there's not enough time for that to be a perfectionist and keep working on the same thing. So anyway, I did hope that you got some crochet time in yesterday. I think we're turning the corner with Mara's tonsil surgery, so hopefully today, day 7, will be the day that we start to feel really better, and I can kind of get back into life. I know I'm itching to, do what I want to do. My display is kind of fallen apart as Theo has grabbed some yarn out of that basket and walked away with it, so I have to find some new yarn to put in that basket. And that white yarn there, he knocked out, so, and the book he knocked over, so we're gonna have to reset up that backdrop just a little bit. I hope you have a fantastic day, and set your intention to crochet. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.